In this episode, I'm going to show you my top 5 sweaters for the fall and the reasons for that. But stick around to the end because I'm going to show you, I've already started thinking about Christmas and crafting for Christmas, and I'll show you a little sneak peek of what's gonna come for next week. Stick around. So my top 5 favorite sweaters for fall, I mean, it was really hard for me to choose from. And being a sweater designer myself, it was incredibly hard to choose from. So there are some of my sweaters in there, and then there are some, a couple of my favorites. But one of the reasons that I'm looking for, especially here in the Northeast where I live, is I'm looking for sweaters that I can warm up or cool down. Because some days it could be 40 degrees in the fall here, and some days it could be 70 and 75 degrees here. So first up is my lovely tee. I absolutely love this design, and the more and more that I'm out there and at yarn shops and traveling and bringing my designs for people to actually put on, it was not intentional, but boy, does this design look great on every single person that puts it on. So that's something that I'm very proud of. No matter what size you are, it is a wonderful piece. Now this one is knit in Nature's Luxury in their wool silk. I'll link everything down below, but it's a wonderful thing. I've worn this in the dead of the summer at 90 degrees, and I've also worn it in the fall right now. And the way that I would wear this in the fall is usually with like a jeans jacket or a really cute jacket over it, so that I have the warmth, and then when I get hot, I can take it off. Or if I get hot, I can take it off. So number 1 is the Lovely Tee by Kimberly McAlinden. Number 2, the Bolshan Sweater by Caitlin Hunter. I'm telling you, this is one of my all-time favorites that I have ever knit. I knit this out of Magpie Swanky DK, and I absolutely love the way this sweater looks on me. And in the winter time, I can wear a turtleneck underneath it and wear it with boots. I have these really cool boots that I wear it with. And then in the transition, if it's a hotter day here, I'll wear really pretty sandals with this, sandals and jeans. Again, using the jeans jacket idea over the top. But I have been able to wear this for 3 seasons actually, because of the batwing sleeve. And it hits me right about here. I'll put a photo of me wearing it. I love this. And because the original pattern has mohair here, and I didn't use mohair, I simply used another DK. Also, the pattern is written in fingering, but I got gauge in DK, and it was so fast and so quick and so great. So I absolutely love this sweater. This is number 2, the Bolshan Sweater by Caitlin Hunter. Number 3, that's Hank. Number 3 is the Heaven Cardigan. And who doesn't love a great cardigan that you can bring around with you? You can wear something that's cooler and then carry this with you, or you can wear it and take it off if you're warm. So this is very in the know, trendy right now, because it's longer, so it looks really cute with a hat, and you can belt it. You can belt it if you wanna belt it, and you could also. I sometimes use a chain. It was my grandmother's actual sweater holder, and I wear it that way. So it doesn't have. You have a little bit more options because it doesn't have buttons. Doesn't have buttons or buttonholes. So I absolutely love this one, the Heaven Cardigan. Number 4 of the fall fabulous favorite sweaters is the Sweet Friend Sweater. I know, I haven't gotten the pattern out for it yet, but let me tell you, I have worn this. I just got so excited, I sucked in too much air. I have worn this so very much. It's out of boucle yarn. It is out of Fashion School Dropout, my girl Kelly. This is her Chanel colorway. This is the size 60. It's supposed 66. It's supposed to be super, super oversized, and it takes 4 skeins of her yarn. Pattern is coming soon. It really is, I promise. And it just is, it's so cozy, and I love it because I've worn it dressed up, but dressed up as in wearing jeans and nice boots and, you know, putting makeup on. But I've also worn it with my pajamas, thrown it over my pajamas in the evening, and I've also worn it with sweatpants. So I've talked about this sweater before. I absolutely love it, and I'm sticking it in. It's one of my fall faves. This is the Sweet Friend Sweater by me. Number 5 is, it's just a workhorse of a sweater. I absolutely wear it constantly because the style of the sweater, the feel of the sweater, the color of the sweater that I chose, it's like the trifecta of the best thing ever. And so number 5 is the Rocket TDK. I love this sweater. So I held fingering and mohair together to get DK, and I also didn't do, there's an edging on the side, you know, like it's a pretty detail. I simply didn't add it, and I love a V-neck. I love V-neck sweaters. I love the way they look. You can do anything you want with them. This one is so super cozy with the mohair. The yarn is from Cake Wool Company, and I believe this was called Gingerbread. If you ever have any questions about my sweaters and you are a member, you don't even have, it's not a paid membership of Ravelry. You can go on my site there and you can look at all my notes, see how I changed my patterns. I actually probably, you know, I told you I already didn't do the side treatment. I probably lengthened it a little bit. So everything that I do to any of my knitwear, and if it's up on Ravelry, you can check all those notes up over there. It's just a great sweater and a great color. And I absolutely loved knitting this sweater. I actually challenged myself 2 years ago to knit this in a week, and I did. So I just absolutely love it. Now, if you have problems with picking up underarm stitches, and if you're doing this 3-cord bind off in the round, how to get it to look like, you can't even tell where the start and the end is. At the end of this video, I will put my 2 technique videos so you can go check those out at the end. At the end, or I will put them a link to them in the description box. But number 5 of the fall, fabulous, fanciful, festive, I can't think of any other F words, sweaters that I use, and the reasons that I use them are in order. Not in order of what I love, but like kind of from the beginning of fall to the end of fall, right? At the end of fall, we really need like some cozy winter things. So the Lovely Tee, the Bolshan Sweater, the Heaven Cardigan, the Sweet Friend Sweater, and the Rocket TDK. So those are my 5 favorites. I absolutely, I was so excited to do this for you. Let me know what your favorite sweaters are. I'm sure there's lots of sweaters that I'm not sure of, and I would love to knit them and see what you have to say about it. So stick your favorites in the description, in a comment. I love to read all of your comments. Let me know what your favorites are. Oh, and by the way, I am wearing Julie's Wrap by Joji Locatelli. This is one of my favorite pieces of knitwear that I own. I wear it constantly. It's knit in all hedgehog Fibers Company, Hedgehog Fibers yarn. Sadly, the center color is discontinued. And so, but if you get 3 colors that you like, you know, you can make one for yourself too. Isn't it great? I just love it. I absolutely love it. And I love wearing it. It's so cozy. So what am I working on? I just finished a test knit for Tiff Nealon, and this is the Coast Away sweater. I still have to weave in the ends and I still have to block her, but here she is. Now I showed this to you last time. I had just started it and I had changed this. This is supposed to be a different color. And I was gonna see whether on the sleeves, whether I wanted to still use that color or I wanted to use the spin cycle color. And I ended up using the spin cycle color on the sleeves. Doesn't it look great? I love it. I love the way it looks. So, and both the sleeves, you know, they're not the same, obviously, because they're spin cycle, but they're so very similar. I love the way that looks. And also this has, I'm gonna stand up. This also has a split hem. So you see that little split hem in the front? I love that little detail. Isn't that great? Of course I changed mine because this was supposed to be the spin cycle color. But I just changed it, you know, I kept it with the pink. And then at the end, this is supposed to be the main color. But friends, for the first time in a very long time, I ran out of yarn. Used every last drop. Every last drop. So I had to knit and re-knit these sleeves. I knit each one of them twice. So basically I knit 4 sleeves for this sweater. Absolutely nothing wrong with the pattern. Everything wrong with the fact that I didn't have enough yarn. I didn't have enough extra because this is an older yarn. I probably bought it going on 3 years now. This is House of a la Mode in her DK. This is it. I can't wait to wear this. So this pinky color and the brown is in House of a la Mode, and then this is the spin cycle color. So if you want to see my notes, when this goes live, which is going to be probably, I think around November 7th, around that time. So when it goes live, check out my Instagram for the modeled shots. And then you can access all of my notes on Instagram. And I put a lot of notes on this one. Not that I just, you know, day by day what I did, how much yarn I used, what I did differently than the pattern, how I fixed things. So I basically wrote a book. Ridiculous. But I absolutely love knitting this. I can't wait to wear it. And so that is what I finished working on. The next thing up is going to be a hat. Around this time, I love to knit. I love to design a hat. So I'm going to design a hat, and this time I'll be using my girlfriend Tabitha from Long Island Yarn and Farm, her worsted yarn, which is absolutely delicious in this absolutely gorgeous pink clove color. The reason why I'm bringing it up again is that I just got in the mail, right before I came on camera, I just got the pom-pom that I'm going to use on the hat. Is that not delicious? I'm so excited. So I actually got 2 of these pom-poms, and I got a white one. Just, I don't know, I think I will probably, if the hat turns out the way that I want, I'm going to want to make a white one with some mohair, and this will be like, it'll just be all white with this. Oh, I could just picture it. But it does also look gorgeous with this yarn as well. These pom-poms are available, not necessarily those colors because I bought them, at the Blue Pearl and you can call them and you can shop with them online. I also just got back my samples. Tabitha actually had them and she sent me a gift. So I wanted to, first of all, say thank you, Tabitha. I love the gift. And I wanted to show this to you all because this is something that is really good that you're gonna wanna get. And it is her lanolin lippy. Is it called lippy? The Simple Life lanolin lippy. This stuff, when I'm going for my walks in the winter and when it's dry in the house and for the upcoming season, this stuff is gold. I love her whole line. She has really, really great shepherdess salve and just wonderful stuff. But she sent me a lippy. I'm so excited. And then she also sent me her honey almond shepherdess soap. Oh my God. I had this fragrance a long time ago. Oh, it smells so good. You want to smell it? But anyway, this is her lanolin soap. I don't know why I'm pretending that I can read it because I can't. But here it is. Here's her soap. I'm going to link her website below so that you can go and shop for her. She is an amazing, amazing person. She's a shepherdess. She has, her farm. She lives, she lives on her farm. She shears. If you follow her on Instagram, she was just shearing I don't know, but it was a beautiful ram, but it was gigantic and it was kissing her. And she shears. She's amazing. And so small business, if you wanted to support small business, this would be an incredible teacher's gift. It would also be a great thing to have on hand in case someone comes over and gives you a present and you're like, oh, I didn't know. We call that the reserve in our house. But what a great gift to get, right? I mean, I'm thanked that I got it today. But anyway, yep, Long Island Yarn and Farm. So excited. Okay, teaser time. So I'm starting to think about Christmas gifts. And when I'm crafting Christmas gifts, I don't necessarily knit very big things, but I do like to give handmade gifts. I always give a hand knit gift to my sister. I used to give a hand knit gift to my mother, obviously. And so I just like to think of ideas and things for the upcoming holiday season. So the teaser is I'm going to be spinning some yarn to make some crafts, but I'm also going to show how to do those crafts with extra yarn that you have laying around and how you can use up your stash to make really fun stuff. So that'll be in an upcoming episode, but I'm going to leave here with, I'm going to be spinning on my spinning wheel over here, but look at this beautiful flow. So these are Teeswater locks or mohair, I can't remember, but I do think they're Teeswater. And this is from a farm called Namaste Farms in Temecula, California. Natalie Redding is the shepherdess, and I've probably had this stuff for, I don't know, over 10 years now, probably. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make yarn. I'm going to spin this to make yarn, but I've also preserved some of the locks. And so I'm going to show two different types of things that you can do with that. So I will leave you with some scenes of me spinning, and I hope you all have a great day and see you next time. Bye.